see those kitties fattening up a little bit, right?
Yeah, they're nice and plump now. They were so tiny.
Hey, it's 6 a.m. We'll dive into that story and a lot of other ones here today. I'm Eric Connor.
And I'm Netta Iranport. Thank you so much for joining us. And what an interesting afternoon it was at night. If you looked out at the sky last night, you may have seen the lightning flashing in the desert for hours. I mean, strike after strike. This video was taken looking towards the east, where you may have seen those big thunder clouds.
Yeah.
It was a cool sight to see, but I'm glad it's further east.
Yes.
It did cause some problems in the form of flooding, right?
Yeah, we had a flood watch that was in effect pretty much all day yesterday, but it kept getting upgraded to flash flood warnings because of those pop-up thunderstorms, which we expected, and we did, as we expected as well, saw heavy downpours at times. All right, taking a look at our satellite radar picture, it's dry. What a difference 24 hours make. Yesterday, the same view was lit up in green, and right now most of that green is to our north and well to our east, and these are still outer bands from the remnants of what was Tropical Storm Mario. All right, we have the sun slowly starting to light up the sky at 6:01. This is a live look from our La Jolla sky cam. Current conditions right now, we are mild and muggy still. We are going to have some relief from those humidity levels, but we have another surge of tropical moisture moving in this weekend. I'll talk all about those details ahead. All right, and 6:02 is the time. Let's go ahead and switch gears and see what's happening on your freeways as we take a live look on the 8 in both directions. This is actually looking out east, and despite not having shower activity, we're certainly still seeing a lot of moisture in the form of that thick low-level cloud deck. This is the 15, meanwhile, at Claremont Mesa. Left side of your screen is that drive southbound headed towards Tierra Santa. And a quick look at travel times, still smooth sailing out there. Again, this is typical for Friday light, anywhere between 10 to about 30 minutes or so inbound from Encinitas as well as Escondido. Quick look at travel times out of the East County. Netta.
Thank you very much, Vanessa. And now this morning, the murder trial for the husband of missing Chula Vista woman Maya Miliete is delayed again.
This keeps getting pushed back. Larry Miliete's trial was set to begin in January, 5 years after Maya was last seen alive. Well, now it will take place in early March. No reason was given for the delay. Attorneys are set to meet again next month to finalize prospective juror questionnaires. Larry faces up to 25 years to life in prison if convicted. And this morning, a man is in custody accused in a stabbing at a Mission Beach restaurant. Police say they got a call about a man with a knife on Mission Boulevard after 2 p.m. yesterday, the middle of the day. Authorities tell us the caller reported the bartender at Moe's Steakhouse was stabbed. Police say a suspect was arrested and the victim is in the hospital in stable condition. And this morning, a San Diego police officer is suing the department, claiming it failed to protect her from gender discrimination, sexual harassment, and a hostile work environment. Officer Stephanie Cockrell, a 13-year veteran, says problems began during her divorce from her ex-husband, who is also an SDPD officer. She says the messy breakup led to false rumors of a sexual relationship with Police Chief Scott Wall.
If a department can't protect its own officers from harassment and discrimination, how can we trust it to protect us?
Her attorney says Cockrell became the target of sexist rumors after Chief Wall overturned a termination recommendation from the previous chief. The attorney claims the rumors damaged Cockrell's reputation despite being unsubstantiated. The San Diego Police Department declined to comment on the pending litigation.
The family of a 13-year-old boy who died by suicide now suing the Coronado Unified School District this morning. Gabriel Palacios, who was neurodivergent and lived with Tourette's and ADHD, faced bullying at school that his family says escalated after a personal video of him was shared among classmates. Gabriel died last April. His family believes school officials dismissed their concerns and failed to take sufficient action, and they want to ensure no other family endures the same loss.
Dismissed and deemed irrelevant by the middle school authorities. Finally, I watched my son die. Gabriel did not deserve this. No one deserves this, and it needs to be stopped.
The Coronado Unified School District told us it will not comment on pending litigation. Remember, help is always available. The National Suicide and Crisis Lifeline is 988. San Diego's Access and Crisis Line is 888-724-7240. This morning, Escondido's mayor apologizing now to utility customers after a major billing mistake for wastewater service. This started in spring of last year after the rate calculation formula adopted by the city was not properly coded into the city's billing software system. Nearly 13,000 customers were overcharged, approximately $2.5 million in all, which they will get back in the form of a credit on their bill. But another 10,500 customers were underbilled nearly $3 million. Those people will face an additional $10 monthly fee starting in January for as long as it takes to repay the amount that they were undercharged.
For those that absolutely cannot pay that we're able to identify, we also have to have a plan for them.
So on top of that, there was a previously approved rate increase that was supposed to go into effect in July, but was postponed while this billing error was being investigated, and that will now take effect next month.
Well, these precious hobbits, kittens, are looking for a home this morning. Sam and Frodo, named after the Lord of the Rings characters, are finally up for adoption.
Oh, they're named now Sam and Frodo. Look how cute. So the kittens were unfortunately had a very tough start. They were found zip-tied in a shopping cart in Riverside in late May. Look how tiny they were. They were taken to the Helen Woodward Animal Center right here in San Diego, and we've been following their recovery. One of them had to get a leg amputated because of the injuries. They are now 4 months old, growing and looking to be very happy. The shelter says the brothers must be adopted together. You are encouraged to arrive early if you want to meet them today. So a meet and greet is available now.
Bring home Sam and Frodo, right? They deserve your love.
I was wondering why you were calling them hobbits. Now I see.
Oh man, such an incredible story. And man, those kittens are so special. Whoever gets to adopt them are certainly lucky. And I know they're going to have such a happy life. Such an incredible story. So happy to know that they had a great outcome for what they went through. All right, 6:07 is the time on your Friday. We have made it to the end of the work week. We're seeing a mix of sun and clouds out there, but we're a lot more dry this morning than we were 24 hours ago. This is what it looks like. Still some overcast conditions over on our coastline. This is a live look from our UCSD La Jolla Skycam. Sun will fully rise here in about 30 minutes or so, setting tonight about 10 minutes before we get to the 7 o'clock hour. Relative humidity levels still quite high, so it's muggy this morning, but these numbers are actually going to drop as we progress through the afternoon. They'll lessen today and even more so Saturday, and then on Sunday we could have another push of tropical moisture move in due to a couple of systems moving north. All right, current temperatures right now, we're waking up mostly in the high 60s from Oceanside all the way down to Chula Vista. A little cooler out in Ramona because it's because we're looking at those dew points matching a lot of those current temperatures. It is pretty sticky out there. Our rain and cloud futurecast showcases those clouds eventually mixing out later on this afternoon, and then we could see an overcast start for your Saturday morning. We'll have the return of onshore flow, so more of that westerly flow versus southerly flow. That southerly flow is actually what brought in those warm temperatures and that oppressive humidity yesterday, and we'll actually see it back off a bit as we inch towards Saturday. We're looking at overall a drier pattern as we progress through your work week and wrap it up. However, these are the two systems that are brewing just off the coast of Baja in central Mexico that will likely move northward, bringing in some more chances for showers as well as thunderstorms. We'll break it all down a little later and take a look at your 7-day forecast as well in just after the break. All right, let's go ahead and switch gears and see what it looks like outside as we fast forward to the traffic cams here. It looks like so far so good. Again, the sun slowly starting to light up the sky. This is the 15 in both directions right at Claremont Mesa. Left side of your screen is that drive as folks travel towards Tierra Santa. And this is what it looks like on the 8 in both directions right at College. We have a nice cloud deck, but we are seeing some sunshine peeking through. As we go ahead and zoom on into Oceanside as well as Escondido, anywhere between 68, 75 mile per hour speeds. Same deal in from Santee as well as La Mesa. And if you're traveling in from National City or Chula Vista, no major slowing nor delays. Thankful to report that. We do have some congestion on the Coronado Bridge. Overall 15-minute drive from downtown to the toll booth, and anywhere between 10 to about 15 minutes headed in from San Isidro, as well as the 54 via the 5 North. 5 to 7 minutes overall for those drives westbound, 94 the 8 as well as a 52, and all as well if you're coming in from Encinitas down to the top of the Golden Triangle. No major delays in from Escondido to the 163 merge, about 12 minutes there. Under 15, full span of the 78 west from the 15 towards Oceanside. All right, taking a quick look at your border wait times. Ooh, these are climbing. Over an hour to get you inbound from San Ysidro's port of entry, but not too bad. Maybe you opt for Otay Mesa. That port of entry right now tracking about 30 minutes at last check.